Hello Americans and other friends and subscribers from around the world. Back again. As you can see, we're in the kitchen and you see a whole bunch of stuff here on the countertop. We're going to do some cooking. So I'm going to show you what I got here. I got some shredded chicken, and this is some stuff that Cara and I, if you watch the cooking videos, you'll see one day we spent the day just cooking and deboning and freezing chicken. So I got my chicken. I got some fresh spinach chopped up. I've got some bacon, chopped onions, garlic, cottage cheese, Parmesan cheese, a little bit of nutmeg, salt and pepper. How did I say garlic? Garlic. Swiss cheese shreds, eggs, fresh eggs, some morel mushrooms, and these ones here, I just pulled them out of the freezer this morning and let them thaw out some. I froze these fresh froze. Last year. Probably all of the mushrooms I was able to put up last year because it was a really bad year. Did I say half and half? And some cooked spaghetti noodles. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with all this. First I'm going to take a break here with the camera and clean up my workstation. Okay, so I did a little reorganizing. It looks actually a little bit messier now. The first thing I'm going to do is, when I showed you the ingredients, I don't know if you noticed, but everything was cut in half. And I did that because I'm bagging up half of I doubled the recipe, prepped everything, and now I've separated it into half because I'm going to send this home with Cara. She's going to be doing some cooking today also. This is the pan I did my bacon in, and she's going to use that. So we're going to split. I don't know if you've been watching these little segments. We both do a meal that we can split. I take half, she takes half, and then she cooks a meal, and same thing, half and half. So I halved everything, doubled it, and then halved it. So I'm bagging this stuff up to send home with her so that she can do this when she gets home. So that is good to go for her. And here I have the cooked spaghetti noodles, and when I cooked these, I broke the raw noodles in half, so they're not the long ones, which is nice. Chopped spinach goes in with the noodles, and this recipe actually calls for the frozen spinach, but I like fresh better. This is 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm just going to take about half of it and put it in here with the spinach and the noodles. Side, 1/2 cup of not heavy cream, but sorry, half and half. Toss those all together. Let's see, we'll use this one. And I prepared my baking dish here. And I just used some cooking spray. You can use whatever your favorite oil. Whoops. I really should wear an apron when I do this. I just splattered myself. Oh, that spinach and those noodles with that Parmesan. Yum. Put that right into my prepped pan. And the prep work, it takes just a little bit of time. If you keep the ingredients on hand, it goes by really fast. It's not too time consuming. Put those in there evenly. Get off of their noodle. Okay, and then set that over here. Take the next bowl. This will be our next layer. In here I put the chopped onions. Mix it up a little bit. Got a toe of garlic. Just going to mince it real fast. If you guys don't have one of these little mincers, they are amazing. Great for garlic bread. And this one has a nice little pull-out cleaner that fits right onto those holes to push all that gunk out. And you can just take the tip of your knife and peel it out. Toss it in. Somebody's going to get a garlic bite. Yum. And then it calls for ricotta, but I use cottage cheese. It's just a little bit more economic. Give that a nice little stir. A little bit of salt and pepper to taste. A little bit more pepper. Some people would say, wow, stop, stop. Everybody in the family likes lots of pepper. And just a pinch of nutmeg. I'm using a quarter here, and I did about a half, so about an eighth. Just a little bit. That nutmeg with the egg makes a really nice flavor. Get that combined all nice. Bring our pan back over and put this mixture right on top. Those noodles. Scrape out all the goodness there. Kind of spread it out just a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. So it bakes, it all goes together nicely. Okay. Now we put the chicken on top. It's almost like a lasagna casserole. And I'll save the rest of that for sandwiches because that's enough chicken. And I just took the mushrooms and basically with my fingers just pulled them apart. And when you freeze morels fresh, when you take them out and they thaw, all the moisture kind of comes out of them, so you get a lot of like icy crystals, and when you squeeze it you get a lot of water. But that's just the water that was in the mushroom. Any mushroom you can do that too, and it's going to squeeze out. But it doesn't, the fresh ones don't like to make stuffed mushrooms, that kind of thing. You can't do anything like that. That doesn't hold their form like it did when it was fresh. But they still taste good. They still have fine texture. And they are still full of nutrients and yummy. Kind of spread those out like you would on a pizza. And just a little bit of bacon. Because everybody loves bacon. And this is about 4 ounces of shredded Swiss cheese. I love cooking with Swiss cheese. I made a frittata yesterday with Swiss cheese, and it was so yummy. That's why I decided to make this, because I had that Swiss cheese. Put that in there all nice. And just take the rest of that Parmesan cheese, sprinkle it over the top. How's that look, cameraman?
Mm-hmm. Yummy.
Looks really good, doesn't it? And you can substitute. Use whatever kind of your meat you like, whatever kind of cheese you like. You don't want to use cream, use cream and mushroom soup. You don't like spinach, use broccoli. Substitute. Love it. Okay. I'm going to put it in the oven. Actually, I'm going to cover it first. And with this casserole dish, you can see it's all the way to the top. I don't like my aluminum touching the tops of the cheese, so I'll take my aluminum a little bit low and do a little tint job so it's up high and not down on the food. And I'll leave this on for probably, the recipe calls for a 30-minute cook time at 350, but up here at a little bit higher elevation, turn my heat up just a little bit and check it after 20 minutes, and I actually might have to cook it for about 45 minutes. So I'll stick that in and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, it's all done. And it did take me about 40 minutes to cook it. That's okay. If you look down here, you can see the pretty little bacon pieces and the morel mushrooms. So I'll just, right when it comes out, I do this. Break it away from the edge. Does it smell good?
Smells great.
Smell good. And like I said, substitute whatever you have, whatever kind of pasta you have, your favorite meat, your favorite vegetables, your favorite cheese. Layer it in the layers that you want it to be layered in. Anything you want. So I'm going to let this sit here for probably 15-20 minutes, and then it'll be ready to eat, because you don't want to eat a casserole straight out of the oven hot. Okay, so thanks for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Good Lord willing, and those cricks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.